All right, so happy Monday. It is April 7th. Hey Siri, what's the date? Hey Siri, what's the date? It's the 7th. So with that being said, yeah. It's Monday and it's a beautiful day outside. It's rainy. It's like so dull and like dark and gray. Love it. My type of weather, seriously. As much as I want a cozy, I need to make a prom dress. So that's what we're gonna do. Her prom is May 3rd. And I'm just now working on it. I got the fabric maybe like 2 weeks ago. So we are moseying our way through it. Today I plan to get like a dent in it, today and tomorrow. So I am going to be using, shout out to this person because I'm gonna be using their pattern, Moonlight Corset. I got it off of Etsy. And I'm using it as a base for what the client wants, but what I'm gonna use to make this happen for her. So I'm gonna cut this out. I already printed her actual size out, and oh gosh, I printed her actual size out, and I'm gonna cut it, and we're going to go from there. I'm being lazy. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna cut, and that's what we're gonna do. Once we put this together, we're going to cut out the actual fabric. Let me show you the fabric really quick. A lot of fabric. So, of course, we're going for this like bedazzled look. Okay, so, hey y'all, so really quick, just checking in. We have all of our fabric on the floor right now, and we're hammering. And you really can't see that well, but this is so that we can actually sew over these beads, because otherwise we won't be sewing over these. So I'm hammering everything down. It's kind of a messy process. It can be dangerous because these kind of get very sharp. All of these like crystals, definitely have to be sure of that. And really need some glasses on because this is just dangerous in general. And so we're just doing this so we can sew everything together, and I'm making sure I have enough crushed. So just going down. Probably about to put on some glasses because I don't want this stuff in my eye. That's really the last thing that I want is that. This is probably gonna mess up my floors too. But this allows for the sequin to stay intact as far as like it being connected by a thread. We're not cutting thread per se. So it's really like the best option when it comes to sewing over this stuff. I will check in a little bit. Here's like a better view maybe of the corset. And yeah, I'll check in a second.
Equals healthy prey populations and a healthy.
All right, you. Little outfit change, but not really. I just took my hoodie off, put a hat on and some glasses because need those when you're hammering this stuff. So I am ironing. Let's put you back here a little bit. I am ironing right now. Let me turn this off so you cannot hear it. I am ironing the seams down. I tried it on, it looks good. I think we'll be able to work with it. I think we will be able to work with it. So, with that being said, I'm gonna do this last seam, and then I think I'm just gonna put this brown mesh. I cut the brown mesh out originally, but I think what I'm gonna do is, since it's so stretchy, I'll probably just cut out the corset as a whole for the lining and go from there. But the iron's acting like it's gonna blow up. So there's that. But other than that, this is what we have so far. Let's go to the light because this is not doing any justice, none at all. Okay. She's cute. So it's gonna be like right here. It's gonna be kind of where it sits. I'm trying to debate if I want to keep this like diamond cut at the bottom, which I kind of like, and I might just ask her so I don't have to do any guessing, or just straight across. I kind of like the diamond cut. It kind of helps with like accentuating the waist a little bit. So this is cute. I have to make me one because even over this shirt, it's like, I would do something like that. I would. It's cute. But so next things next is putting boning in every seam here, which means I'm gonna have to do some more hammering because I hammered enough to make a seam, but I have to hammer. It's still some beads that I need to hammer. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna hammer, I'm gonna put some boning in it. I'm going to trace it first with the brown mesh and then put the boning in while it's flat, because when the boning gets in there, the boning is kind of curvy or whatever. So yeah. After, we'll go ahead and cut out the skirt. I mean, technically, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a quick thing because it's not, but there's steps to this. It's a process. So once I finish the corset, pretty much, that's done. Then once I finish the skirt, that's done. There is some applique work we're gonna do up here, but we'll probably have a fitting maybe before. And then I have to put the corset grommets and stuff in the back. So we're gonna see how we're gonna do all of that. But yeah, we're gonna work on this corset, finish that up, and then I think we'll go from there. I think I'm gonna put a zipper in the back I think, right? Or should I just go all the way corset? But no, I shouldn't. I'm probably gonna do zipper then corset. So we'll figure that out when we get there. But for now, the task at hand is boning, lining, and that's it. Boning and lining for this, and then we'll move on to the skirt. So I will check back in a little bit, and then we'll see. Y'all, I love doing a little accent. Like, I really do. Like, I don't know, like, I just do. I like to switch it up, you know what I'm saying? But I am from Atlanta. If you don't know, you probably can't tell because I am a Cobb County school system gal. But other than that, we're gonna keep doing the accents. Okay, we're gonna have a little fun with it while we're making this dress or whatever. And so stay tuned, baby. Alrighty, looking like Steve Burkle. Okay, I'm putting some boning in, just sliding it in. I got the one that's already like encased, so that's what we're doing. And shit. Gotcha. The figgity fuck hell. It's funny. All right. So we got one. We got one in. Periante. We're almost done with this part, at least. I need some white twill. I might use this white casing. I don't know. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see what I can use or whatever. But yeah, I got a couple more seams to put this on. And then this reminds me of old times. I used to always sew and watch something. I mean, I guess I do now, but I haven't sewn anything in a minute, I guess, more so. So it feels nostalgic to just really be into it, into sewing and then watching something. It's like, love it. Okay. I don't know why this doesn't want to, acting like it doesn't want to go in. But it needs to stop right here. Because, what the freaky? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Sometimes I like to round these edges off with the lighter because literally it gets a little too crazy. But anyway, looking good so far. My only concern I will say is that this pattern calls for just a regular corset, not a dress. So it's giving that the back could be too short for the skirt, but we will see because it's also giving that it might not be. So it's giving that it might not be. So we'll hope for the best here. Cause I think we'll be fine. I think if I'm thinking right, I'm thinking we'll be fine. But your girl's getting hungry. I might take a little lunch break because who likes to work hungry anyway? Like, I can't work at my full capacity. Be hungry at all. So all right, I'm getting off this camera because y'all don't want to hear me talking about So I cut the boning inside of the casing a little bit shorter, so after I sew it down and push it through, I can actually sew across the boning, encase the actual boning, and then we're all good. So I take it out for now, then sew it on, then put these back. I like to iron these down. My iron is kind of melting them a little bit, but if you have a good steam iron, you should be fine. Honestly, I probably won't iron them because they'll iron better with the casing on, most likely. So I will hit y'all up when I have all the boning in. And then what's gonna help this kind of structure stay is a matter of me putting some sort of like ribbon, if you will, something that doesn't stretch to hold the corset kind of structured here. So I have to figure out what I'm going to use for that. I may use some of this casing if I have some left over, which I think I will. And go from there. And then I have this piece cut out. So she's gonna have like this brown undertone to it, which is so stinking cute. So cute. So far so good. All right, I'm about to go to the sewing machine and do these. Alrighty, so back in another outfit. Here's the corset. I kind of don't want these white pieces to be showing too much, but that kind of comes with the territory of a transparent corset. You're gonna see the boning. And even if I did clear, I just like the fact that it's encased, so there's nothing poking, there's nothing hard, especially because it is not a lot of, like if the fabric wasn't see-through, because I don't want you to see like just the plastic boning on here. So I'm about to sew the top of this, and then I'm not really concerned about the white like boning. It's like not boning, but twill, if you will, because I'm gonna be putting some appliques up here, so I'm not too concerned about that. So I'm about to sew this down, just make it look nice and neat up top. And then after, I'm gonna just go ahead and make the skirt. And then once I make the skirt, I'm gonna see if she wants this like diamond shape, or does she wanna just go straight across on the waist. I think both could be cute, honestly. I think it'll be more classic to just keep it straight, but I think it'll be more princessy and like costumey, if you will, to keep that like that shape of the dress. So we're gonna, and I brought out Old Faithful, okay? I brought out the heavy duty. So I'm about to do that real quick. Shouldn't take me too long, and then I'm gonna start on the skirt because why not? I like to support the weight of my garment, so I don't want it hanging. We're gonna go down here so y'all can see what's going on. All right, take this pin out. So you barely can see what I'm doing. But anyway, when I folded this over, it doesn't look exactly how I would want it to. So I had to like fold it over very intentionally and with a purpose. So I'm just gonna make my way. Making my way. So here we go. I don't know how to do needle position. I think that could be. Yep, that's precisely it. Woo! I mean, I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing. Here we are. I'm making sure to just like pull and tuck kind of as I'm sewing so that this brown lining is not super evident. And I pinned this weird, so here we are. Cool. Golly. Thought I would need these pins, but turns out really didn't need them. And that is almost my eye. That was almost my eye. Whew, felt that one. This is dangerous, you guys. So dangerous. Where's the rest of this needle at? It could be in my mouth. Could be in my freaking mouth. So now we need a needle, and I'm not quite sure that I have one of those. So let's check and see if we have a needle. That could have been kind of bad, you know, but luckily it wasn't. And I don't think my needle's stuck in here. It could be in here. I just don't know why that did that, because that's not even boning right there. That was not even boning. I'm pretty sure I don't have any needles. That's crazy. Let's see. Don't think I have any. Needles. We're gonna take this needle and right, I got a needle off my other machine, but my thing is like, I may be having to go to Hobby Lobby. I may be having to go to Hobby Lobby, is what she said. Just so y'all know. Child, I lifted so heavy today. I don't even know if I did. Like, I'm pretty sure I did heavy lift, considering. But the way my hips feel all open and stuff, boy. All right. Let's try this again. Ow. Let's try this again. Alrighty then. I mean, look. I don't think that I don't know anymore what to think actually, because like I don't want to go over the same. I do not want to go over the same spot, and there's another broken needle. What is it? It must be like, it's literally nothing there, and that's why I'm just like, how does this keep happening? I don't get it. But I'm about to we're about to just try this one because it's right here. It's giving heavy duty. I may have to just say freak it. Hey guys, so got my needle threaded. I just came from the fabric store. It's like 1 o'clock, 1:30. I got 2 sets of these, which I think go well because it still has like that white, but it has the bedazzle as well. So I think that that's going to help us out a little bit. And then I also got these, and these are like super dainty, which I think the dress by itself is like super dainty. So I got these little things. They were $17 a piece, so not too bad. And I like them because they're wire, and so you can structure them kind of how you want them to sit on the dress. So I'm thinking we'll do, I don't know, something. We'll do something along the lines here. So we'll see what we end up doing. I want to cover these lines here. So I'm definitely going to be doing like a lot of like custom cutting and fitting into this. So that's what I'll be doing for the next few hours. And I'm gonna have a few other things I need to do today that don't involve this dress, but I do want to get a good dent. I want to get a really good dent in this dress. So them anyway when you're sewing. So I like that. Azul. I like that. And then I'm just going to figure out Now, this one actually is not the same, but I think it works. I think it works.
Maybe because I was so, when I was like being intensity, whatever.
Hi. Hey, y'all. So, I am off of work and I'm finishing some last touches on the dress. I'm trying to fill in some of these gaps. And then I need to fill in some of these gaps with these like sequined pearl pieces, which is actually like helping a lot. Just kind of cover some of these see-through areas because she's a young woman. She's going to prom, but we want it to be tasteful, of course. So I'm just assuming that, like, one, we don't want to wear like underwear and then like see through it, all that good stuff. So literally I'm just like anticipating that we want to be covered, but we want the idea of like a dress that still has this mesh aspect. So and then we want as much bling as possible. So these pieces kind of still give that like shimmery effect without having to buy more appliques, more jewels and all that. So the idea here, right now, we're literally just filling in space as much as possible. And then we're going to, on Saturday, we're going to figure out this train situation, which hopefully I can get to it actually. Tomorrow would be a better day to do that. Just so if I have to do any hand sewing, I still have Saturday to do that. So, yeah, I am just gonna be doing a little hand sewing. I may try to go to sleep and then wake up early. I almost would rather, but I wouldn't mind staying up as well and then sleeping in, getting some stuff actually done tonight so I don't have to actually wake up. So we'll see. Regardless, it's getting done. We're gonna keep that piece right there. But Kara and Mike. So yeah, update. I'm not sure when the last time I updated you all, but right now this is the front of the dress. It looks amazing. We put these little pieces up here. These are like $17 a piece, which is, I mean, I'm okay with it. Like, you just charge it to the game of the cost of the dress. There's a few pieces down here that I kind of want to cover a little bit better, like here and here, and that's it. I'll be happy with the front at that point. I think it's pretty well covered for the most part. It's giving glam, it's giving jewels, it's giving sparkle, all of that good stuff. So, the main thing is figuring out this train. If I can like just lengthen it, even if it's just a little bit, it's gonna make all the difference. So, the back, of course, we have our corset here, all that. And then I'm gonna put a hook and eye here, so that can stay closed. I'm thinking it's gonna fit like perfect because we have very similar measurements. She's probably like an inch lower than me and everything. hip, waist, bust, all that. So, if not almost the same. And for the most part, I could fit it. So I'm thinking that it's gonna be, like, we're built a little different. So I think it's gonna fit her perfectly more than it fits me.
We wouldn't have been able to go through that process. Just us writing.
Hey, you all. So I be watching podcasts. And right now, I go through different phases of, like, what type of podcast I'm going to watch. Sorry. So right now I'm watching The Horrible Decisions Girls. I don't know their names. I think Amanda and Weezy or something, maybe. Mandy and Weezy. But prom dress. The front is pretty much done. My perfection mind really wants to kind of just add some little, like, diamonds or something to some of that negative space. But honestly, I'm okay with keeping it a little open in some of these negative spaces so that her skin can kind of shine through. So we can still have that nudity effect, but without the nudity. So I have a few more pieces to cover, and then from there I'll be able to work on the train. So today's task at hand is literally just finishing we're just finishing covering up some negative space. And then tonight I'll probably put in a hook and eye, as well as I'm gonna see how much fabric I have left, because ultimately we don't want to buy more fabric. We don't want to buy more fabric because it's gonna drive the cost up more. So I'm gonna try to work with what I have to create, you know, some more flow in the back. And then, yeah, hopefully I can be done from there. And then hopefully everything fits. Hello. So it is Saturday and I am headed to Hobby Lobby again because this morning I went this morning to see if I can find some jewels and get some more needles because my needles keep breaking. So I found needles barely. They barely had universal needles. So I had to get the Microtex and the whatchamacallits, jean needles, which is fine because the jean needles are thicker, so you can kind of go through the beading and stuff a little bit better. But I'm headed back to get a box because I forgot to get a box for her dress. I mean, I probably have a garment bag that I could use, but I just feel like the box is a lot prettier. So I'm just going to commit to that, make that happen really quick. I have a little bit of time, so I should be back home by like 4:15, so that I can get dressed for work. And then any last minute touches I'll make tonight. The train isn't as big as I think she wants it. However, I ran out of fabric. I don't really have any fabric, so I'm just gonna let her see everything, see how she likes it. if for some reason she does want the train to be bigger, then we'll probably have to figure something out. But I think I think the dress does so much justice by itself. Alrighty then. So we are done with the prom dress. I will, just give you a better view this way. So yeah, we had to make a couple adjustments and alterations, but we're done now. And now that that is done, we can be done. We're done with that. Move on to the next thing. It's always something, right? I just added these lights in my sunroom and they're so cute. I'm trying to make my house look a little more homey. So we're working on it. That costs time and money. So, yeah, but just a little homey touch or whatever. Otherwise, this is the end of the prom vlog. It really wasn't like too. It took me from Monday to Tuesday of this week. So about 9 days. I worked on it. I chipped at it a little bit every single day, just about. And she came and tried it on Sunday. And then we did a couple alterations Monday and Tuesday. And I really just took my time doing those. Just to make sure that everything looks good. So, other than that, no more prom orders unless it's something super easy. So yeah, I will talk to y'all later, and I'll see you on the next vlog.